Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, the Living Tomb Formation. I'm very pleased to have this on my table. This is my next project. It's going to be really exciting. Love my Necrons, and this formation, although not necessarily the most competitive, looks like a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to this. At the moment I am freehand, so forgive the shakiness, but I can't put my camera on the table and guess everything into the screen. So I have my Tesseract Vault, or Obelisk, which is in the formation. It is magnetised. I will be painting everything, and I do have a tutorial in my archives of me magnetising that up if you're interested. And of course I have the new Monolith there, which I've recently built. And I've got both of those models from WarGames, from Martin McNeil and his store. I'll put a link to his Facebook page and YouTube channel in the description below, and if there's anything from WarGames that you would like, give them an email. Really great prices, and if you spend over £40 it's all post free within the UK. Okay, so there's a few things I want to have a chat about with this unit here, or this formation, and also the painting that I need to do on them. So I'm going to put it onto the table, and we'll have a little chat and just adjust the tripod a bit. Okay, so there's two things that I need to discuss, and I'm actually hoping to get some feedback really from you guys as well. And the first thing is going to be this guy here, the Transcendent Catan. Let me just zoom in a bit. So yeah, I need to paint this. Now, I do not own an airbrush, and at this moment in time I am umming and ahhing about how I'm going to paint this guy. Not just how I'm going to paint him, but also what colours. Now, I already have some Catans. I've got obviously the Nightbringer and the Deceiver, which I painted basically out of the codex, and I also have my own Transcendent Catan conversion, which is like a big metal robot thing. And I have another mini as well, excuse me, which at this moment in time I can't remember where I got it from, the company, but I'll put a link to that in the description below. But I use him as my Orikan when he's sort of empowered, and that's painted like a blue colour. So I want to avoid blue, and I need to work out what colour to paint him. Obviously from the codex it's green colour. To be honest, I'd probably end up just painting him green, but if you've got any ideas, anything that you think would look really cool, then let me know in the comments box. I'm currently thinking I'm going to use a technique with the rattle cans to try and make this a little bit easier. I'm probably going to spray him black, and then probably do some like an additional overspray of white, either from above to give me some extra highlights, or depending on the paint scheme that I choose, I might just go around the outside with the white. So I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm going to paint this, but I'm going to have to do it without an airbrush, like I say, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Any feedback and comments on that, very much appreciated, and I look forward to reading those. Okay, so what else do I want to talk about? Let me just move some of this out of the way for you. Right, the other thing I want to talk about is this, my old Monolith. Now, I painted this model, built this model a good number of years ago, and if I ever had a model that I was embarrassed by the paint job, then this is it. I really do not like the paint job that I did on this. Now let me just see if I can show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to try and zoom in. I might even just take the lights off a bit here, just see if you can see this. Right, there you go. It's dry brushed, but at that particular time when I dry brushed, I only had one of the small tiny dry brushes. I didn't know about big brushes, and I just did an awful job. It's really badly painted. It looks okay from a distance, and it's okay on the table, But my main quandary is that obviously I've got another one of these to paint, and of course I will be painting this with my newer technique, and just like I painted the Night Scythe and the Ghost Arcs, etc. So I've now got good experience of painting bigger tanks in my Necron colour scheme, and I 100% know that this one is going to look a lot better than this one. So what do I do? Obviously I want the formation. I want the formation to look good, and I'm thinking if I have one which is really nicely painted and one which is really badly painted, it's going to look awful on the table. It's not going to be aesthetically pleasing. So I'm feeling a bit annoyed about that. So I'm actually considering, believe it or not, although I don't usually, I wouldn't necessarily recommend people to do this, paint their old models that they've painted, because there is something to be said about having models that you painted in the early days and then comparing them to the like newer painting to compare your abilities. But I am seriously considering repainting my Monolith there. I need some feedback again, guys. What do you think? Do you think I should repaint it, try and get them both looking the same so they all look great on the table together? Or do you think I should paint the new one in my new techniques, leave the old one as it is, and then just have them slightly different and just say, well, that's how my painting's progressed over the years? Now, if I do repaint the one there on the left, obviously having all of those plastic rods there is going to be an issue. Now, yes, I could paint over the plastic rods and then just paint them on, but I'm a huge fan of plastic green rods. I like them, so I wouldn't do that. So I'm going to have to, if I do that, I'm either going to have to find a way to get those green rods out, or I'm going to have to mask them off so that I can respray it. And I think that's what I will do. I mean, looking at it, although it's badly painted, the paint isn't thick. So I'm not going to have to strip it. I could just literally just respray it black and start again. So that is another quandary I'm in. So again, I would really, really appreciate your feedback on that. What do you think I should do regarding my old Monolith? Yes, exciting times. A few questions to be answered. Looking forward to your comments. In the meantime, I'm going to start undercoating the Obelisk and the obviously second Monolith there. I'm not going to undercoat this until I've read all your comments, and of course I'm going to leave the other Monolith there again until I've read all your comments. Okay, so that's it from me for this video. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.